Imagine this, floating serenely next to our stunning blue planet sounds like a dream come true. But remove the protective spacesuit, and it quickly transforms into a nightmare that even Hollywood couldn't capture. Recently, during astronaut Thomas Pesquet's series of spacewalks aboard the International Space Station, ISS, a thought-provoking question arose. Why do astronauts always don those bulky suits? What would actually happen if we decided to go without them? Even just for a moment. Buckle up, because the reality of space is far less forgiving than a leisurely day at the beach. The pioneering steps, humanity's encounter with the void. Let's rewind to March 18, 1965. On that historic day, during the Voskhod 2 mission, Soviet cosmonaut Alexei Leonov made a groundbreaking leap into the unknown, becoming the first human to directly confront the harsh realities of outer space. Clad in what was termed a flexible suit and tethered to his spacecraft by a thin cord, Leonov found himself enveloped in an eerie silence, broken only by the sounds of his own body. Below him, Earth appeared as a small, comforting orb against the backdrop of a pitch-black sky illuminated by the sun. However, the real drama unfolded within his suit. The stark contrast in pressure between the inside of his suit and the vacuum of space caused it to inflate dramatically, nearly trapping him inside. His hands and feet floated out of position, rendering him immobile. Re-entering the airlock felt akin to forcing an overinflated balloon into a narrow bottle. In a moment of quick thinking, he decided to depressurize his suit just enough to regain some movement, allowing him to awkwardly maneuver back through the hatch headfirst. In those tense 12 minutes and 9 seconds, he came alarmingly close to becoming a cautionary tale. This inaugural spacewalk marked humanity's first real encounter with the void, and every subsequent mission has learned from the challenges he faced. No air, no gravity, all the problems. So, what can you expect if you venture outside the ISS? First and foremost, there's a complete absence of air and gravity. Space is not the friendly playground you might envision. It's far more hostile than a weightless amusement park ride. The floating sensation often depicted in science documentaries is a result of the ISS's rapid orbit, which effectively cancels out Earth's gravitational pull, making even the simplest movements a significant challenge. But here's where it gets particularly alarming. The most immediate and deadly threat is depressurization. While the vacuum of space isn't entirely devoid of matter, it certainly lacks the breathable air and the right mix of oxygen and carbon dioxide that our bodies need to survive. Sound waves, which require a medium to travel, are non-existent in this void. So forget about hearing any dramatic explosions like you would in a sci-fi movie. Now, let's delve into the chemistry of our bodies. All bodily fluids circulate at atmospheric pressure and around a comfortable 37 degrees Celsius. Remove that external pressure, and the boiling point of those fluids drops below your body temperature. The result? Your blood and tissues begin to boil in a phenomenon known as ebullition. This condition can lead to a swift death, which is why spacesuits are meticulously designed to maintain at least 0.3 bar of pressure around the body, a literal lifesaver. From frozen popsicle to cosmic roast. If the thought of boiling blood isn't enough to deter you, consider the extreme temperature fluctuations your unprotected body would face in space. Minus 150 degrees Celsius in the shadowy regions, which would freeze you in an instant. Plus 150 degrees C when exposed to sunlight. Imagine an intense infrared tanning session, but with no way to escape the scorching heat. With a staggering temperature swing of 300 degrees C between the sunlit and shaded areas, maintaining a stable internal temperature becomes impossible. The astronaut suit is not just a bulky accessory. It provides breathable air, protects against the sun's intense glare and harmful cosmic rays, and regulates temperature, allowing astronauts to focus on their tasks rather than worrying about boiling or freezing. Invisible threats, cosmic rays, and the essential suit. As if the extremes of temperature and the discomfort of a bulging suit weren't enough, there's yet another peril: cosmic radiation. These high-energy particles, primarily protons and helium nuclei, originating from the sun or even farther reaches of space, carry radiation that poses serious, albeit not fully understood, risks. They can disrupt your nervous system and even damage your DNA. No thank you. Therefore, the shielding provided by the spacesuit is not merely a fashion statement. It serves as the first line of defense against the invisible storm of radiation that permeates outer space. However, space is full of surprises. Just ask astronaut Luca Parmitano, whose 2013 spacewalk nearly turned disastrous when his helmet began to fill with water due to a leak in the cooling system. This is why astronauts undergo extensive training for every conceivable scenario, always ready to make a quick retreat to the airlock if things take a turn for the worse. In summary, foregoing the spacesuit is not just uncomfortable, it's a recipe for rapid demise. Spacewalks necessitate protective gear for very good reasons: shielding against boiling blood, extreme temperature variations, and cosmic radiation. If your dream is to float among the stars, you'll have to accept looking like a well-insulated marshmallow. Trust us, it's a small price to pay to avoid the grim fate of boiling alive or becoming a cosmic icicle.